Can the Chicago Bulls keep winning today, or will Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan get their revenge when they take on the Chicago Bulls tonight? We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it, man. The Chicago Bulls, Sacramento Kings going down today. This is going to be a fun game to watch because if anything, you know, Zach LaVine is going to be out there trying to put on a show. DeMar DeRozan is going to be DeMar. We heard that DeMar actually texted the Bulls group chat, told P. Will and those guys, the young guys, that they're going to have a nightmare trying to guard him. That's going to be fun to watch. But, yeah, man, this is going to be a fun game to see how the Bulls performing. They're going to be on their P's and Q's. One of the things that has really stood out the most about the Chicago Bulls over this recent, run is their defense, right? It's been one of the biggest parts of why the Chicago Bulls have looked decent is their defense. It's been consistent. It's been pretty damn good. Yesterday, it wasn't necessarily the best defense. It wasn't the worst either. It did leave some to be desired, but this is a game where they're going to have to be locked in. If they're not, man, it's going to be an ugly game today. It's going to be an ugly game today. As a mate said, let's go. Time for Bulls to get this dub. It's all love to Zach and DeMar. Yeah, all love, right, to those guys, especially, DeMar came in here. He broke records. Zach LaVine was a Bull for a very, very long time. But, I hope they continue to do well, right? I actually had a lot of high hopes for the Kings coming into the season. Little did I think they'd end up trading De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs of all teams. But, they ain't got nothing to do with us. That's between them. We'll see how that continues to go for them. No Giddey tonight. I would like to see Billy Donovan play a big lineup and play Vucevic at center. Zach at power forward. Yeah, no. Bro, what? It's drugs. It's what it is, man. It's drugs. I gotta realize y'all on some strong shit. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Triple-double watch for Giddey. I mean, Giddey's on triple-double watch every day, right? Giddey's just one of those players. He has the chance to be, on triple-double every single night. No, Zach, my favorite player and all, but not today. F that guy. Zach's your favorite player? Zach LaVine is your favorite player in the entirety of the NBA, in all of niggadom. Zach LaVine is your favorite player. That's your favorite player. What the hell was that, man? Your favorite. I mean, listen, teach their own, right? But it's just if you're just gonna be able to pick anybody like that, it's Zach. I mean, shout out to Zach, but come on, man. As we get out rebounded to Giddey. Oh, Giddey tonight. All right, Shay, come on, man. We're not starting this mistype and shit this early. Come on, bro. I know it's late games, but come on, man. Well, Billy Donovan on with Jalen. I mean, listen, he has his lineup, man. Billy Donovan doesn't care about playing size, so somebody's the odd man out. I mean, we saw even Zach Collins only played 18 minutes in the last game, right? Billy he's not helping. He's never beaten the allegations on him loving small ball too much. He's never beaten those allegations. Giddey 0 stats tonight. Unfortunately, he's out. Oh, he's out tonight. Damn, I was hoping he was going to be able to play, but I know they had Billy Donovan said that they weren't closing the door on him playing tonight. I wish he could play, but It was better for long-term health, right? Yeah, so looks like Josh Giddey's out. No setbacks, just precautionary and workload in Phoenix. We fully expect him to play next game. So there you go. We got the original ball-headed Ho Tony in here. Said my favorite, hence a Kings fan now. Pip all-time favorite though. What's going on, James? Glad to have you in the building. At least it didn't say Paul George is his GOAT. That's crazy. Any chance of the team giving up on P. Will and just not playing him despite playing him? The team just seems more lethargic with him on the court. I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, no, it's especially this season. There's almost no chance that they give up on playing P. Will this season. Zach drive wildly and scream like I got fouled as the ball goes off my leg out of bounds. Levine. Okay. I don't know. Is it cutting out? Is it still doing it? Hold on, y'all. I'll refresh real quick. Give me 1 second. Is that better? If it's not, oh well. I don't know what to say. We're gonna need double figures from Terry and Phillips and Zach Collins and Williams off our bench to win this game. Jeremy, like, what planet are you from, Jeremy? Like, I just would like to know, because there's no world that you're of this earth. I just don't believe that that's the case. I don't think that. I just don't think that's that's that you're from this planet. Like, you gotta be an alien. You just test tube baby at minimum. If you're from this planet, you're like test tube baby. We legit have a higher chance of winning games if we give up less than 100. This motherfucker act like he just said something profound. We legit have a higher chance of winning games if we give up less than 100 points. If you give up less points, you have a higher. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, man. Some people are saying Giddey was bad on his return. I feel like everyone else was losing the ball except for him. Listen, people were saying that Giddey was bad in his return, things like that. They got a vendetta. That's what they got. They definitely got a vendetta. Because yeah, no, I don't agree with that at all. Like, Josh Giddey looked like Josh Giddey yesterday, as he should have. Like, he looked like Josh Giddey yesterday. Come on. People already making Haize. I'm not. It's not even. It's honestly not even being upset. It's just I just got to realize people are legitimately like remedial. Like, it's just a real thing. Like, people are just they just got issues. Like, it. It is what it is. Haize, I'm tired of these late games. I'm in South Bend, Indiana at 9:12 p.m. right now. I'm tired of late games. First of all, then take a nap, my boy. Take a nap. Go and get you a hot dog. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to tell you. There's some caffeine pills you can get because like being tired ain't an excuse for some of the shit you doing, Jeremy. I would love to see Kobe show up Zach tonight. I would love to see it as well. Giddey 2.0 is looking good. Damn, Department of Education cut already taking effect. First of all, that's correct. It's still cutting in and out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to do, y'all. I don't know what else to do. It got to be restreaming. Like, it's the only thing I could think of. I would say that this is a game that Vooch goes off, but I have to stop and remember that Jonas Valanciunas. Shay, Shay, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, real talk. Shay, stop. Like, bro, for somebody who spends literally all their day in YouTube comments, you would think that your typing ability would be okay. Like, you would really think that your typing ability would be halfway decent. Like, Jonas Valentina, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, what? I'm so disappointed in you, Shay. You at this point you're doing it on purpose. Every day I flame you for what are we talking about? I really just want you to do better in life, Shay. I want you to do better in life, bro. Every time I have some hope for you. And here's what we every single day, bro. Like, at some point, don't you get tired? Do you have a humiliation kink? Is that what's happening here, Shay? You come in here every day and you mistype the most simplest of words. And this is what we doing. This is what we doing, Shay. It's better way to get attention, my boy. It's better way to get it. I promise you. Come on, man. It just worked for me good. I'm glad that it wasn't me. It's YouTube or Restream, combination of the two. Jesus Christ. Now, only we can do the same thing and restart Shay. He just got to do a factory reset on Shay real quick. Actually want to keep Kobe on this team. Hopefully he isn't traded. I mean, I think there are a lot of people that would love to keep Kobe on the team. Shay, I'm from Shay from Australia. Give him a chance. Shay's not. Shay's from Chicago, Illinois. Chicago Public School representative here. Come on, man. If I'm not mistaken, if you're not mistaken on what? Yeah, no. Shay is from where you from, my boy. Oh, we win in this game. I don't know how it will happen exactly, but we will win. Hey, listen, have faith. Have the faith. Hopefully, Modest can make his shots today. I would love to see him with at least 5 rebounds tonight. Yeah, I mean, that was one thing in the last game. Like, with Modest Vucevic and his activity, I was really shocked that he didn't have more rebounds. But, it'll come. It'll come. Attack the basketball Bulls and rebound the ball. Agree. Dell and Harry going to dunk on Valentina tonight. I got a feeling based on Shea historical statistics. Oh, man. I like to keep Kobe too. He's an OG for the team. It's good for the identity. I mean, that's crazy to say that Kobe White at 25 years old is the longest tenured Chicago Bull, which is wild. Haize, do you think it would be beneficial to keep Trey Jones for next season because he's been balling the last few games? I mean, yeah, but you got to keep in mind, it's not going to be as simple as the Bulls walk in and max out the contract slider and they sign him. Like, there are going to be other teams that are coming knocking for Trey Jones as well, right? And teams that could offer him a starting position. We'll see. The back and forth between Haize and Shay is becoming my favorite part of the pod for me. Listen, I love Shay to death. Like literally love Shay to death. That's my little brother. I mean that with as a term of endearment. Like, but listen, just like a little brother, he just frustrates the hell out of me sometimes. It just frustrates the hell out of me sometimes. And it's all because he don't pick up his bottom lip. Like, it's just crazy. Shit, somebody from Australia. Oh, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people from Australia in here. Haize, what's up? This is the battle of the Middies. Ninth seed in the East versus ninth seed in the West should be a good game. We'll see. We'll see. LZ Brown, is that an L's? I see that I'm getting old. Let me put my glasses back on. Shaded made me take off my spectacles. First of all, I got new glasses and a slightly new prescription. It's literally like I'm seeing in 8K. It's crazy. First time catching the show live. I'm always rewatching. Love the show, brother. Thank you for checking us out, and we appreciate you liking. Valentina may be reading these comments and then goes off on us. Be careful, Shay. You may have woken up a beast dog. That's hilarious. Haize, what's been up with Vucevic rebounding? It's like once we got rid of Zach LaVine, Vucevic rebounding and scoring not been the same because Vuce don't give a shit. Vuce is, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know how like now this doesn't happen to everybody in life, right? Hopefully this doesn't happen to everybody in life. But you know, like if you're living with your significant other, not married, but living like in the lease is almost up, and y'all both know that the relationship is over. Y'all just waiting to get up out that lease. That's what Nikola Vucevic is right now. You know, like when you start doing this little shit that you wouldn't do if you know you had another 11 months to live with the motherfucker. Like you leave the toothpaste somewhere weird. You drink the last of the iced tea without asking them if they want any, right? You know that all they do is eat eggs every morning. You use the last egg and you're like, hey, yeah, fuck it, I'm not going to say nothing. Just little shit like that. That's what Nikola Vucevic's remaining month is with the Chicago Bulls. Everybody knows that this thing's headed towards a breakup, and Vooch is just here so he won't get fired. That's what this is. Vooch don't give a shit right now. He don't care. Win, lose, or draw. You can't draw in basketball. He don't care. And the Bulls are looking at him like, well, we got to keep playing him, right? Got to keep playing. You know what it is? The rest of this season, the last 13 games is the combination of the pity fuck. You know, like I said, you're in the end of your lease. You can't officially move on because it may cause some drama, but you're still looking at him like, well, shit, I got to get a nut from time to time, right? Like just every once in a while, I just got to get one. So y'all just in the apartment, hanging out, just like, hey, so yeah, we can go ahead. And then afterwards, you kind of feel nasty, but at the same time, at least you got yours off. Like that's what this is. That's what this is right now. It's just it's over. We got Dode Shay's childhood teachers. That's crazy. Hello, Haize. Do you get tired of us asking the same questions every day? You know, it is what it is, man. A lot of beef tonight versus these two teams. LaVine, DeRozan playing Vucci minutes or less, and younger Zach Collins has more minutes. I doubt that. Like Kobe, but don't love him. Do you think he gets a higher level going into his 7th year? It's possible. I mean, it'd be his first year going in, with the expectation that he's going to be the number one guy on offense. If you say my name, it's not going to come out as Say. It will come out as Shay. It's not like an English language of a name. I'm just saying now it's if it's regular English names, then I understand. Okay. Hot take. Zach Cook says DeMar struggles and we win in a balanced effort. You know what? Here's the thing, right? Where I just saw somebody. Where everybody's worried about this being the Zach LaVine revenge game. What if it's really the Kevin Huerter revenge game? Has anybody ever stopped and slowed down a little bit to think, what if Kevin Huerter is the one that goes off tonight? Right? What if Kevin Huerter goes off on like some 10 of 3 from 10 of 13 from 3-point night, some shit like that, 7 of 10 from 3-point night, some crazy shit like that. What if it's the Kevin Huerter revenge game? I get it why everybody's looking at Zach LaVine, but what if it's the Kevin Huerter revenge game? What if that's what it is? Can't let DeMar take over in the 4th. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, it's hard to stop him. Like DeMar knows exactly where DeMar needs to get to. Change your glasses mid-pod on Locked On Bulls like Pat did to you. Bro, that's a deep cut. That's like a year ago. That's funny. Haize, you the best in the business. Shout out to the great content you bring in daily. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hot take, Herter hit 7 threes today in his revenge game. Listen, that'll be fun to watch. Over under the age of someone using the word spectacles for glasses. Yeah, bro. Like people use somebody using spectacles, that's wild. What the fuck is these analogies? Listen, but you understood what I meant, right? You understood what I meant though. Like it got the point home. Did it or did it not? I'm just saying. Kobe would excel if we had a team that was big and versatile. Drop him on the team in the bench mob days with Tibbs, and I think we would be significantly better to break them droughts we used to have. I mean, not really. I'll say this: like, I don't know if Kobe and Derrick Rose could play together. You talk about Kobe had to learn to play with Josh Giddey. Like, Derrick Rose was highly ball dominant. But, we'll see. Bubblegum Billy chewing down on his gum tonight. If Zach and DeMar go off, can Kobe be the man tonight? We'll see, man. This is listen. This is a big night as far as like to really not only test how well the Bulls defense has been playing, but also like, all right, Kobe, you're now up. Like Kobe White is the guy that they're going to be focused on, and you're up against both of the two guys that were ahead of you on the depth chart over the last couple of years, right? Not on the depth chart, but as far as the pecking order, as far as offensively. So we'll see. We'll see. Over under 8 minutes for Jalen Smith. Man, listen. I think we just got to come to the realization that it's highly likely that Jalen Smith just isn't in the rotation for the rest of the year. I mean, at least not consistently, it sucks to say that. Kobe also maybe needed Patton to help take his offense to the next level. We'll see. Hey, imagine if Kobe White was on this Bulls team in 2010-11 season when we got eliminated by Miami. Derrick Rose at point guard. Yeah, I don't know how well that would have worked. The Bulls didn't need another ball-dominant guard. They needed somebody who can hit a catch-and-shoot three, right? They need somebody to space the floor. That's why I always say, like, Ben Gordon on that team makes more sense. Kobe White on that team, look, I'm not saying that they couldn't have figured it out, but it's not as seamless as a fit, right? What shooting guard in today's league could play well with Derrick Rose? Shit, a lot of them. What do you mean? What shooting guard in today's league? Pick your poison. Hell, all of them. Anthony Simons, CJ McCollum would have been done well next to Derrick Rose in that backcourt. Hell, yeah. Hell, Zach LaVine would have done really well next to Zach LaVine, I think, in that backcourt. So DeMar DeRozan is going to light up Modest ass like a. First of all, pause. Secondly, one thing I've noticed about you, Shay, you like to talk about ass a lot, bro. Like outside of the spelling errors, you bring up butt cheeks a lot. And considering that the only thing that me and you talk about is male sports, I'm a little bit uncomfortable at the spelling error, the spelling errors to ass cheek ratio that's brought up here. Like that's like you're in a very unique Venn diagram that I just don't know if I want to be in. I don't know if that's where I would like to be. It's a little bit concerning. A little bit concerning. A little bit concerning there, brother. I know you spoke about this, but Trey Jones has been good for us. Any chance the Bulls can keep him? I mean, there's always a chance, right? I mean, you got the way that I look at it, like I like to look at it as let's just look at it plainly right now. The Chicago Bulls have 12 guaranteed roster spots already taken up next year. The only players that are free agents this season are Josh Giddey, THT, and Trey Jones. Josh Giddey probably going to get an extension. Pretty safe in saying that. You then have two. You have a first round and a second round pick coming in to this team as well next year, right? The first round pick has to have a guaranteed contract. It's a first round pick. So that right there, let's say that takes up THT's spot. Now, depending on what position you draft, okay, cool. You could look to bring back Trey Jones. Your second round pick, you can technically sign to a two-way contract. So maybe you look to do that. So, I mean, we'll see. There's a chance, but we'll see. Rose would have Giddey gone like Shea in OKC. Just keeping it real. It's Derrick Rose, man. Who said in? I think you misunderstood the question there, JDH. I don't even know how Josh Giddey even got involved in that question. Hey, Keith Bogans had good defense, but was no score. I mean, and even his defense, it was, it is what it is. 2012-13, we had Rip Hamilton as a shooting guard with Derek. Yes, Jeremy. Come on, bro. Love from Humboldt Park. Shout out to Black Rico in the building. Is it possible the second round pick can be a two? Yeah, I you must have left that before. Yes, you can sign a second round pick to a two-way contract. Damn, Trey Jones is really tough, always taking smart shots and fast. Listen, Trey Jones is a really damn good player. And had we, I know we did, right? So woulda, coulda, shoulda. But had we not signed Lonzo Ball to that extension, man, Trey Jones, at that point, I'd give it an even higher probability that we're keeping Trey Jones. Like, it is what it is, right? You take the good with the bad. There's just no way around that, but, Rip was trash with the Bulls. No, Rip wasn't trash with the Bulls. He wasn't the Rip he was in Detroit, but Rip wasn't trash. I think the biggest part is that Rip just didn't stay healthy. Should have went after Joe Johnson. No, come on, bro. Come on, man. But overall, still excited about this game, man. I think that I think we're gonna be in for a fun one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be happy when this West Coast trip is over with, though. The game Saturday is until 10:30 Eastern. That's gonna be an interesting one. But hey, we're here. If Trey Jones isn't going to be your next season, keyword, what teams will be looking for a guard with his talents? Houston could be. Minnesota definitely probably will be. I'm just going off the top of my dome. These are two teams I talked about before wanting him. I know they're both probably going to be looking for point guards. I'd have to really sit down and look at the other teams and free agency, but I know definitely Minnesota's going to be in the market for a starting point guard. Houston's definitely going to be. He could really fit on that Houston Rockets team, especially with all that length and stuff that they have there as well. Trying to think. The Orlando Magic could be. I think they're still invested in Suggs, but maybe there's a chance that they could be. Raptors, maybe. That's all in the Eastern Conference. If you look at the Western Conference, teams that could be interested in a point guard in the Western Conference. Spurs got their point guard. They're not worried about that. They got the starting and backup point guard. Sacramento Kings, who we're playing today, the Kings very well could be. They could very well be looking for a point guard next year. Hello, the talk was always Joe Johnson, Aaron Aflalo, and Courtney Lee. No, you remember before it was that whole year, it was Rudy Fernandez. I'll never forget. So many Bulls fans, man. We got to get Rudy Fernandez. I still remember when Rudy Fernandez was drafted, and he what is he like? he held out for a minute. He didn't sign his rookie contract because he wanted a little bit more like guarantee in the second year or something like that. And every Bulls fan thought we were just going to sign him. Like, oh man, crazy times. I like that the games start late. I get out of work at 9 p.m., so I'm hyped to watch the game. Well, shout out to you. I'm glad it works for your schedule. Let's see. We got the Bulls. The Bulls got the starting lineup out. You ever had that time when your web browser, like, it just doesn't do anything when you click on it? It's just looking at you. Then you looking at it. It's looking at you. You looking at it. And you just go ahead and hit the refresh button. I'm not going to lie. We could give Lonzo to Minnesota instead of Trey, but then again, I don't know. Yeah. Heat need a point guard. Yeah, that's a good call there. I agree with that one. Trey Jones goes to the Kings. They really would be the Sacramento Bulls. That's hilarious. Haha, fucking Rudy Fernet, bro. I never forget that. There was so man. Well, I think was it the Hoops World forums at that point in time, or were we already on Real GM forums at that point? I can't remember, but it was one of them, and I'm just like, you're stupid. All right, starting lineups out: Trey Jones, Kobe White, Kevin Huerter, Modest Bucilis, Nikola Vucevic. That's your starting five tonight. We'll see how the Chicago Bulls fare today. We're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up the pregame show. I'll see you guys at halftime. Man, make sure you guys are following us at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. See you guys at halftime. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.